Hey Troy.
What's up, Troy?
So I'm starting a new YouTube channel about personal finance and I want to help it grow, but I'm not really sure what the first video should be.
Probably just some clickbait to be safe, mostly.
Clickbait.
Yeah, stuff that makes people click, like the stuff on BuzzFeed. 10 things about cats that will blow your mind, or this guy got in his car, but you won't believe what happened next.
And that stuff works?
Yeah, apparently.
Huh. Well, I guess I could do like a top 5 or something.
Brilliant. What is up, my fellow money minions? My name is Troy, and from this day forward, also known as the Dollar Dude. I'm on YouTube, finally, right? Because I know I've been taking my sweet time, because I originally promised this channel was coming when I got debt-free a year ago, and it's just now finally starting to come together. And then you can just chalk that up to me being lazy and having other stuff to do and not really wanting to set up the lights and set up the cameras. But I mean, it's here. It's finally here. So yay, awesome. Let's go. So what's the channel about? This channel is about money. It's a topic that's near and dear to my heart, personal finance. Because we as humans in general, but especially as Americans, tend to suck with money. But we are experts, and I mean absolute gurus at looking like we don't. And I want to do my part to help people suck less. Less suckage. That's the goal. We've all been there, right? I mean, like, you live like a king the first few days after payday, but then you're buying ramen noodles in bulk just so you can make it till the end of the month. Or we confuse our wants with our needs. It's like I really need the smartphone because I need to communicate with people on a basic telephone level, except I can do that on a $20 device instead of a $700 device, and other stuff like that. I used to do that stuff too, but now I don't. I got an emergency fund, I got on a budget, I made massive cuts in my lifestyle, and after a couple of years of that, I got debt free. I even flew to Nashville to scream it on the Dave Ramsey show. I'm debt free!
And the crowd in the lobby goes wild. I love it.
In fact, if you're one of my early subscribers, that's probably where most of you know me from. And going on a Dave Ramsey show was a lot of fun. Like, I had a blast. But around that time was like the Delta Airlines debacle. You guys remember that? Where they had like a computer glitch and like grounded a ton of flights like nationwide. I couldn't get home for like a day and a half after that. That was less fun. Anyway, the point is when you're on this journey of financial freedom, you start to see the world in a different light. Like, your entire worldview changes while you're on this journey. And as my worldview was changing, I was looking and I was seeing things in a different light. Like, stuff that I had been taught or assumed to be true all my life was not even close to the case. So in my opinion, here are the top 5 things you learn while getting out of debt. Number 1, status symbols don't equal actual wealth. So before I get debt free, I'm driving along in my crappy 2000 Buick Century with the paint peeling off, and I see a Ferrari or a Lambo pass me on the street, and I immediately thought, wow, this dude has got some serious cash. But now I look at that and I think, wow, this dude has probably got some serious debt. No, don't get me wrong. If you got a luxury car, I'm not calling you out. Stuff is great. I love stuff. Stuff is the best. I want to get you into the mentality that having awesome stuff is a reward for being financially free, not some status symbol that you buy to trick people into thinking you're already there. Why do we do this? I mean, millionaires don't. In fact, millionaires, true millionaires, are more likely to shop at Walmart than Saks Fifth Avenue or Neiman Marcus. Eventually, you'll realize that the Joneses, that family that you're trying to keep up with, they're broker than most people are. And when you realize that, it'll blow your mind. It's like that scene in The Matrix where you realize you've been living in a fantasy world and all the people around you who you thought had their lives together, they're actually struggling just like everybody else. Yeah, so getting out of debt is like taking the red pill. 18-year-old references, Troy, really? You're really hitting that 30 and under target audience, huh? Shut up. Number 2, unless you spend cash for it, you cannot afford it. Primary home purchases are an exception to this rule, which I will explain in a future video. But yeah, so think about this for a second. Let's say life is a game. And if life is a game, then it has a scoreboard. And the score on the scoreboard is money. So the more money you have, the higher your life score, right? So if you have like $1,000 in a savings account and you finance something that's worth $500, like put it on a credit card, your scoreboard would still say 1,000. And that makes you feel good. You still got that trusty old $1,000 sitting in that savings account just in case there's no, you don't. You don't. Yeah, you have $1,000 in savings, but you've added $500 in debt. That means you no longer have $1,000 in savings. You cut into your savings, even if you didn't withdraw anything from your savings. In fact, it would have been better to just withdraw the cash out of your savings, avoid any interest, and just pay for the item in full. But it still would have been kind of stupid because you're spending half your savings on one non-emergency item, but still better than having phantom money. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying this is obvious, Troy, obviously, but this is something that I struggle with. Now I wanted that safety net in place so I could still feel warm and fuzzy about the situation I was in, not even realizing that I was burning away my savings by adding debt to my life. This is fascinating because it's like purely a psychological issue. If you can't bring yourself to pay for the item, meaning taking the money out of savings and handing over the cash for the item, you're not ready to buy that item. Your head isn't in the right place. You have to retrain your mind to realize that paying with credit over cash doesn't keep your safety net from shrinking. Make sense? Number 3, stop caring what people think. Broke-minded people. My God, you gotta be freaking kidding. Broke-minded people just love to tell you what you should be doing with your money. It's their favorite thing, like going to Disney World. When I was getting out of debt, I was driving this old busted 2000 Buick, like I had mentioned earlier. And it had some mechanical problems every now and then. And people would ask me, why didn't I just get a new car? And I told them I was trying to get out of debt so I could save up and pay for a used car with cash. And oh my God, it was like I opened up the floodgates to Brokeopolis or something. Broke-minded people came out the woodwork like, you need a reliable car. Why bother with cash? You'll always have a car payment. With all that money you're spending on repairs, you might as well get a new car. Really? All right, let me get this straight. $150 repair bill, a couple times a year. $500 monthly payment every month. $150 repair bill, $500 monthly payment. $150 repair bill, $500 monthly payment. This is my friend Calculator. He's good people. You should say hi. Look, people are going to rag on your busted ride and your out-of-date clothes and the fact that you're a master of the dollar menu, but that is something that is just going to happen. But this fact is not something that should affect your plan. I mean, just don't listen. Don't listen to people who are in all likelihood broke, unless they're giving you advice on what not to do, which in that case, you might want to listen to that. In fact, look at me. Pro tip. If I ever give you diet advice, run. Just run far away. I'm not the person you should be getting dieting advice from. That's why this channel is about money. Number 4, the best stress reliever is being prepared. Of course, I'm talking about emergency funds here. You know, that chunk of money that you save up before you start paying off debt so that when something happens to derail your plan, you can fall back on that instead of going back into debt. Notice that I said when something happens, not if, when. Something will happen to screw up your plan. Always and without fail. It is a guarantee. You're gonna get sick, you're gonna get laid off, the Kool-Aid Man's gonna come busting through the wall and you gotta repair it. Something is gonna happen that is gonna cost you some dollars. And the plan is to actually have those dollars when it happens. Because if you actually have those dollars when it happens, you get to breathe easier. It takes a load off of your shoulders because you're not worried about how you're gonna pay the rent or keep the lights on if you lose your job. If your job goes away or your income takes a hit for whatever reason, it sucks. But you're not in panic mode if you've got that emergency fund in place. I can't stress enough how important this is. Before you start paying off debt, you need a money market account full of 1,000 just in case dollars. Just in case. And finally, number 5, guys, no one is gonna do it for you. Guys, have you heard there's like this new crazy fanatic weight loss service? You just pay someone $30 an hour and they go to the gym for you 5 days a week, every week, and they work out, and the pounds, they just melt right off of you. Wouldn't it be awesome if that was possible? No one's gonna do it for you, guys. Like I said before, guys, this channel is about money. It's about educating people on personal finance so we can all be a little bit better with the dollars we'll earn in our lifetime. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I say or what Dave Ramsey says or what Susie Orman says or Robert Kiyosaki says or Ramit Sethi says or Mr. Money Mustache says. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. Where you are 2 years, 10 years, 20 years from now is a direct result of the actions you take today. No one is gonna get you out of debt but you. No one is gonna build a future for you but you. No one cares more about your retirement than you. No one is going to build financial freedom for you. Not your husband, not your wife, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, not your mommy, your daddy, nobody. It's on you. A great support system is worth its weight in gold. That's why it's so important to get your significant other on board. But that is not an excuse for not taking action. And for the single people out there like myself, it's okay. You have to hold yourself accountable, but that doesn't mean you have to walk alone. This channel is going to be here to help you guys, and that's my mission. To help people do what I did, which is get out of debt and live a debt-free life. And if you're down with that or just learning more about money in general, then you're going to love this channel, guys. And this one is done, guys. Hit that like button if you liked it, or if you're not yet a minion, subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined. We'd love to have you. Also, if you got a question, finance or otherwise, let's talk about it. So until next time, my fellow money minions, my name is Troy, and I will see you guys next time.